Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys tuning back in. Today we're going to go over this giveaway, tell who wins it, and explain a little more of how you're going to go about redeeming that. Let me know who you are and getting that shipped out to you. In the next video I will show the things that I sent to the person. I just kind of want it to be a surprise to whoever wins it, and hopefully they enjoy it and get out and catch some fish with it. Also, we're going to go over some of the new stuff I've got, some of the stuff that I got here at the local shop, Real Deal, and some of the stuff that I got at the East TN Fishing Expo last weekend. So hang out, let's go over this and see what we got. So what I'm going to do for this giveaway is I post the link in this random generator here, and it goes through the comments and randomly picks one. So let's see what we've got. There were 60 people that commented. Here it goes. At Roger B. Roger said, I believe the channel will grow bigger as you go, so keep on trucking, bro. Thanks for the generous giveaway opportunity. I like tackle testings on the channel, and my favorite baits are the Yum Dingers, which is, that's one of my favorite stick baits to throw. Of course, I love the Yamamoto Senkos. Those are a hard one to beat, so I really enjoy that one. I mean, I don't know any other ones that I would choose over those two, but I appreciate the kind comments from you guys, the encouragement, the letting me know what you guys liked and stuff like that. It was fun to engage with everybody and talk to everybody, learn the different ways that everybody does everything. So I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys commenting on that video and joining in on this, and hopefully there'll be more like this in the future. So let's get into this stuff I got, and we'll go over a little bit of what I've got going on. So, Money Badger. Went out 2 weeks ago, was catching them really good on this thing. This crankbait, if you haven't fished it, cast a mile and digs really good. You feel that thing. It's really, you feel a lot of response on the rod from it, and the fish were loving it. So, of course, I got it hung up, had to break it off, and had to go get me some more of those today. So that's something that, if you haven't tried those Money Badgers or the Berkeley Dimes, they're excellent crankbaits, cast forever, and the action's really good. And then something I hadn't really tried is the Mickey Armor Shads. So this is going to be a mix of soft plastics, hard baits, hooks, all kinds of different stuff. So we'll go over and just these little armor shads. You can see just me holding this thing, how the action on that tail. So it's got the hollow belly for the hook to go in. And then I got a few different swim baits that I'm going to try on these. But I got some of the dirty jigs. I got the tactical bassin screwed up with the screw locks on them. And then I got just some of the original guppy heads. So I'm going to try those out. Try them in this armor shad. And then I've got some newer stuff that I can't show yet that I'm going to try it on this weekend and get out and see if I can do any good on. Let's go over some of this other stuff that I got at the fishing show. And actually this one I didn't. This one I got at the Real Deal tackle with all that other stuff I just showed you. But it's the Antidote Glide Bait by Bait Sanity. If you notice, it's not in there. I've got this thing tied on already and been out throwing it, playing around, and the action on this thing is unreal. So just so you can get a look at that. That's a 7-inch glide, and if you look here on the bottom, I didn't like how slow it was sinking. This is like the super slow sink. So to be able to fish it in different situations, what I did is, hold on, I'll grab them real quick. I got these Storm suspend strips, and what that is just a little sticky strip. It's a weight. Put that on your glide baits or your jerk baits or whatever you're trying to get down a little further or level out. Make it suspend at a different level, and these things are pretty awesome. Those are going to come in handy for sure, fishing with different types of baits and getting them down to different depths and stuff. So I'm pretty excited about getting out and trying those out on some different lures other than just that glide bait. Next up, we've got me and my wife. We stopped by Hog Farmer Baits and loaded up on the spunk shads. They had these things. They had them 5 for 25 bucks. We got the that's the Tennessee Magic color. It's like a green pumpkin with some flake in top and like a pearl belly. And then this is the sexy shad. And then the blowtorch, which looks really good. On that slobber knocker or as a chatterbait trailer. These things are awesome, awesome chatterbait trailers. Bladed jig trailers in general. And also fishing, from what I've seen, using them as like a bottom strolling technique with these spunk shads. And I'll take one out here in a second. I'm just gonna finish showing these colors. But it's got that tail, and I'll show it to you, but it has a lot of action to it, and it's just a little pintail. And these are the ones that my wife picked out. They're the Morning Dawn. And then she wanted something to go with it, so she had a jig custom tied. Let's take this thing out and show it to you. Wow, that's gonna pair up really well with that Morning Dawn spunk shad. So let's take one of these things out. We'll get one that's a little darker color so you can see it better. Actually, we'll just do this red because it stands out so well. This blowtorch color. But you've got that little pintail in that thing. It's actually got the tiniest little split on the end of it. And they just got some good action. They help with the darting action of the chatterbaits really well. I don't know, I've grown to love those things on all my bladed jigs, and that's something that I'll continue to throw and try to find some other ways to use those as well. Picked up one of the Chatterbait Elite Evos, just a white, it's 3/8 ounce. I hadn't tried those out yet. They're supposed to be really good, comparable to the jackhammers, a lot cheaper. Those are $9 versus the 17, 18 bucks that you'll pay for a jackhammer. So I'm gonna get out and check that out and see what I think about it as well. KVD Square Bill, Sunrise Sexy Shad. What else we got? Booyah Popper. It's in Lavender Shad. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, my wife goes with me to the bait shop a lot, and she fishes as well, but she picks out a lot of these colors that I normally wouldn't do. Stuff that she thinks is pretty and will catch fish, so she picks it out, I take it out, I try it, and I have a lot of luck on that stuff. So it's not the standard colors that I use, and getting out and throwing something different at them sometimes helps. So keep that in mind. You don't always have to have that color that everybody's throwing. Sometimes getting out and throwing something a little different is what'll trigger that bite. This is a deeper diving crankbait. It's a 13 Troll Hunter, and it's in the citrus shad, and it's up to 15 feet. So I don't have many of the deep divers. I'm typically a shallow water fisherman. That's why I got the Garmin and put on the native, so I can get out and try and get better at that deep fishing. It's something that I've never really had the electronics, don't know where all that structure's at, so being able to use the 2D and the down scan, the side imaging on that Garmin's going to be a big player for me this year in getting out and finding some of these deeper fish, especially when the water temps get real high and they get out on these ledges and stuff. So pretty excited about getting out and giving that a go. What else we got? All right, I bought some of these arc jerk baits not long ago, and then saw this one, and this color just caught my attention. Let's open this thing up and I'll show it to you. It's a really good, like chrome with like spines on it, but it's got the chartreuse belly and the blue and purple on the back, and just a suspending jerk bait. I really like throwing those other ones that I got, so I figured why not load up on a couple more of them. They've performed really well, and figure that's something that I'll keep fishing, so that's something that I'm going to start stocking up on, as well as these arc baits. And then this one, man, I just saw this thing. I say some lures catch fish, some lures catch fishermen. Well, this one caught a fisherman, whether it catches fish or not, because this color, I just loved it. This pattern is something I've never seen before, and it's something that I want to get out and try and just see how it does. It's a really matte finish, but it's just a little square bill CT 2.5 crankbait by Arc, and that color is 48 Custom Crawl is the name of it, but it's just a cool looking color, and I just like the weird stuff like that sometimes, so I like to grab stuff like that when I see it. Also, I got 2 of the 6 Sense Trace swim baits. These were marked down pretty good, so grabbed a couple of these. I love these things. I've got 2 or 3 already, and then this one right here, what color? That's the Bluegilla, and then this one is the Live Shiner color. These things, of course, they've got these sticky hooks on them. You can see the little tail dancing around, and multi-jointed swim baits. They come in all different float sizes. You've got your fast sinking, slow sinking, and then floating. And I've got at least one of each now. And then if it's a color that I really like and it's not sinking not sinking as fast as I want, I've got those suspend strips, so I can put those things on there and launch it out and get it going as deep as I want it, as fast as I want it, and that's a big plus. And then we've got the KGB Chad Shad 180 by Spro. I've got one more of these, but these things were marked down. They were like $25 cheaper than they normally are, and I love these things. I hadn't got out and fished it a whole lot. I think I've caught 1 fish on this thing, but being able to see the fish chase this, it shows you where a lot of fish are that you might not catch otherwise. But that's one thing I like about these big glide baits, is you get out and you throw them, and you might not catch fish every time, but it makes a lot of fish show themselves. It has that drawing power, and they come out, they look at it, and you see those fish following, you know they're there. Go back and hit them with something later. But this Chad Shad is more of a choppy style bait, fish it faster, more around different kinds of cover and stuff, whereas like that Antidote or Bait Sanity makes the Explorer, I'll probably end up grabbing as well. Those are more open water glides. They've got that big meandering action, 2 to 4 foot wide glides, and it just makes those fish curious, and they just got to come up and see what it is and whether they eat it or not. And throwing these bigger baits, I mean, it's not just 8 and 10 pounders you're going to catch. You'll have a 2 or 3 pound largemouth come up and just annihilate these things. So springtime coming up, I'm looking forward to getting out and throwing a lot of this stuff. This cold water, you're kind of limited to what you can catch them on. You can throw anything you want, and you might get a bite or two, but you got to be a little more tactical on what you're throwing, and just pay more attention to what those fish want. When that water warms up, especially pre-spawn, those fish are feeding, man. They'll eat just about anything you throw out there. So that's a fun time to get out there and try some different lures. You can learn that action while you're catching fish. So, man, I just got so much stuff. I just want to get out and try. But again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and going over this stuff. A lot of you guys said that you like these tackle reviews. A couple people mentioned some underwater footage videos. That's something that I'm going to try to learn to get out and do. I'm going to take my GoPros and try and look at a couple different camera options as far as getting out and doing some underwater footage of the way that these lures swim and stuff. Do some side-by-side comparisons of 6 cents, 13, booyah, different square bills, stuff like that, the way they swim, and that way you can see those different actions, different swim baits, different soft plastics. Maybe look at getting a tank to do some soft plastic stuff in and go over. But again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave me some comments and let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about any of these lures, if you've tried them or have any experience with them, know anybody that's throwing these things and having any luck. You guys hang out, keep watching the videos, because like I said, I'm gonna be giving away. I might be out on the water and I'm catching fish on, say, a troll hunter, and I say, okay, I'm gonna give one of these away, and whoever comments on that video, you win it. So yeah, I mean, that's the easiest way to do it, because that's not announcing it. The people that actually watch the videos are the ones who get that. So I don't want a bunch of people subscribing just for a giveaway. I want people that actually enjoy the content and they're watching it, but I also want to give back to them and as a thank you for taking the time to watch these videos. Again, Roger B, reach out to me, and you can hit me on Instagram. It's @TalesFromTheCreek, or my email is in my channel description if you want to go on there. Either way, reach out to me, and we'll go about getting this shipped out to you. Congratulations. If you have any questions, leave me some comments down below, and we'll see you guys on the water. Have a good one.